As we approach the 5th year of economic hardship, we continue to see our food prices escalate, with basics like sugar, flour, meat and butter being some of the highest risers. If money is tight, perhaps we should make adjustments to ensure that we can still afford to consume the best possible produce in order to help us lead healthier lives. One option is to look at any particular foods that we waste too much of. In UK households, over 7 million tonnes of food is thrown away every year, with beef, poultry and pork products alone accounting for a whopping £1.3 billion worth of wasted produce. Love Food, Hate Waste is an organisation tasked with dealing with this problem, and it states clear changes that can be made. These include better food planning, including creating meal plans and shopping lists, ensuring that we don't cook excessive portions which end up being thrown away, and by storing food efficiently in order to make sure that we use everything up. Choosing to buy organic produce can substantially increase the food bill. However, not all foods have to be organic, but there are exceptions. The Dirty Dozen, the 12 fruits and vegetables that have the highest pesticide residue of any produce. This group of produce is generally soft-skinned and is highly penetrable to pesticide. According to the Environmental Working Group, by choosing organic versions of these fruits and vegetables, you can reduce your pesticide consumption by nearly 80%. In contrast, the Clean 15 is the group of produce that doesn't necessarily have to be bought organic due to low levels of pesticide residue. There are two reasons for this. Either they have hard or thick skin that prevents the intake of pesticide, or that pesticide is not used abundantly in their farming. Both these lists can help those concerned about how clean their produce is to budget their shopping accordingly. Knowing what to spend on and what to save on can help us in having extra money to buy better quality produce. But there are other ways. By learning more about what we put in our bodies, we can allocate our money accordingly. Dietitian Junie Sangani helps people with their diet, from those with serious health issues to those who just want some general advice.
As a dietitian, we are registered under the Health Professions Council, so we have quite a strict code of conduct that we have to abide to. But our role really is to translate the nutrition, so the science of nutrition, into an understandable form for the public. It is quite shocking that the general public, there is a lack of understanding about basic nutrition, about possibly types of foods that are more nutritious for us, or for example, if you take an example of bread, why it's important to have more whole grain bread as opposed to refined white breads. So there is a lack of understanding, a lack of awareness, and I think part of it might be down to, the individual not willing to take an interest in nutrition. So although it might seem simple to certain people, there is a big bulk of society where they do need simple messages.
Being more aware about our food is always beneficial. However, time can play a big part in where we buy it, forcing many of us to go to supermarkets instead of searching for alternatives. Growing Communities is a community-led organisation based in Hackney, North East London, which over the past 10 years has created 2 alternative trading outlets. An organic fruit and vegetable box scheme with produce from under £8 a week, and the Stoke Newington Farmers Market. The Growing Communities box scheme is an important part of the local community and is coordinated by Amy McQueen.
The box scheme provides bags of fruit and vegetables to about 1,000 to 1,200 people a week in Hackney. We work closely with some small growers and some small wholesalers, as well as using salad that we grow on our sites, so that people get access to food that's grown as locally as possible. We have a huge amount of produce. We pack about almost 2 tonnes of produce on a Wednesday, and that goes out throughout the day to our different pickup points throughout Hackney. So we have small pickup points that are kind of centrally located so that a lot of people can go there, and that means that we keep our delivery costs down. because we're not doing a door-to-door delivery.
The salad within the box scheme comes from the local area, with it being grown from a seedling and nurtured until it's ready for picking. Amy discussed the weekly process of the salad harvest.
It starts on a Thursday when Paul, who's our head grower, he'll visit the sites and he anticipates how much, he does a prediction of how much salad they're going to be able to harvest the next week. Then on a Tuesday, they harvest, so that's the harvest day, so the salad can be as fresh as possible. The reason that we grow salad in Hackney is because it's so perishable, and it makes sense for us to grow it close to where we'd be packing it and delivering it, because it means that it's not stored for any length of time. It can be picked on the Tuesday, packed on the Tuesday evening, and then it goes straight in the bags on a Wednesday. So it's just a nice quick process, and people can eat that salad the day after it was picked.
The Stoke Newington Farmers Market takes place every Saturday between 10 and 2 and is run by growing communities. The produce ranges from organic raw dairy products and locally grown vegetables to quality bread and meat. Additionally, local vendors provide catering using produce sold at the market. The farmers market is an ideal place for farmers and quality food consumers to meet.
A lot of the growers that we work with who supply the box scheme are also present at the farmers market, and that's an opportunity for them to have direct trade with the public. So we've set that up as a way for people to get direct access and for farmers to take all of their money straight back home.
If we can't rely on our finances improving in order to enhance our nutritional intake, maybe we should put more effort into planning what we buy and what we use, in addition to being more knowledgeable about our food and where we get it from.